Good evening, everybody. Can you give me thumbs up? If you can hear me, can you give me thumbs up so I know you can hear me? Thumbs up, please, so I know you can hear me. Okay. Please, we will begin in the next 10 minutes. Just want to help to join the call. So once they join, we'll begin the session. Okay. So please just give us time. Next 2 minutes. Sorry. Next 2 minutes, we'll begin the session. Yeah. If you can hear me, please can you give me thumbs up again? Let me know to be sure that you can hear me. Right, thank you very much. Thank you for Shadi Samuel. Okay, alright, Shoma, thank you very much. Okay, so my name is Emmanuel, instructor at Ogamax Technologies. At Ogamax Technologies, Ogamax Technology is the STEM company that focuses on training kids on the fourth industrial revolution technology. Now we're trying to looking at kids abroad and other countries. If you notice that the gap between Nigerians and other countries is huge. I mean, it's no news that dollar is now $1 is now equal to 1,000 naira. So anyway, we're here to just train the kids on these technologies and how to utilize them, to expose them to the potentials in tech that they can use to utilize for themselves as they grow in life generally. So the beauty about tech is that, beauty about coding, programming, is that it helps them to take critically, not just for because of programming, but also in terms of the academics and what have you. Okay, so having said that, we are going to begin the session. So this is a 3 days free coding class begins today. So yeah, it's coding and robotics. So the first 2 days we're going to look into coding and robotics. These 3 days of training, okay, just things like that. So we're going to look at programming, basics of programming, programming languages, and robotics language and robots to understand. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. If I was into that time, share my screen and get started with it already. Okay, since my laptop is having some issues trying to connect, can you see my screen, please? If you can see my screen, can you please respond? It seems I'm having issues trying to. Yeah, yeah, I can see thumbs down. It moves past my screen. I'm having issues trying to connect. Just give me some minutes. I want to quickly refresh my laptop. You still be able to hear me from my. I'm connected to my phone as well, so you may still be able to hear me. But then I just want to refresh my laptop and see it's good to connect. But since the network is really bad tonight. Okay, so since network is still allowing me to share my screen, I will just have to share from my mobile device, so you'll be able to continue with us. Please, if you can see my screen, can you give me some thumbs up so I'll know you can see my screen? Okay. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, so moving on, we have what is programming. Okay, now so we're looking at the basis of programming. Yeah, we want to have a better understanding of what programming is all about. So we have here is programming is writing computer code to create a program in order to solve a problem. Now please, I would like us to take note of this keyword, in order to what? Solve a problem. Now solve a problem. Now it's the process of writing computer code to create a program. Okay, that's a problem, which means that your program should be able to solve what? A problem. Okay, your whatever you create, in life generally, which we're not looking for people that will give us more problems. Especially in Nigeria, we're looking for ways to what? Solutions for problems to solve. Similarly, so programming is like creating something, inventing or creating a program, okay, so that you can use to solve a problem. Now, like this Google Meet that is being used, solving a problem is a program that is used to solve a problem about long distance meetings. Okay, you have your WhatsApp for long distance communication, sharing files, videos, images, and all. So imagine where all these programs were not created, we won't be able to do all this that we're doing now. We'll probably still living in stone age. So as we evolve, programming comes on board rather, to let you understand that okay, you're creating a program to solve this particular problem. So it should be able to solve a problem. That's the purpose of programming. To be able to solve a problem. So you don't create robots, or you don't write a program just you write for fun, but then if you're able to, if you're fun, then you're serious to solve a problem anyways. So perhaps you can say rather you see most times here of write a program to do this, a program to do that, a program to do this and do that. So a program to, let's say, solve to calculate, for example, calculate the number of students in a class. Write a program to calculate to grade students in class. Create a program to calculate the number of years somebody has lived and all that. So these may not be problems, but these are some basic projects that you can work on to practice to get better. Okay, you can also create a calculator in Python. Yes, it's possible, very possible. So that's that about the program. So programs consist of a series of instructions. Tell the computer what to do, exactly what to do. So it must be able to do that. Okay, be able to do that. Okay, so programming is like giving secret instructions to the computer to make it do cool stuff. You write down a list of steps in a special language. Now I was talking about the special language now. You see, in um in programming, you have just like in Nigeria, we have three basic languages, right? You have the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yoruba, right? I cannot come and speak I can speak Igbo to a Yoruba person and expect the person to understand. I expect the person to understand, but the point is you can't speak Igbo to a Yoruba person and expect it to understand. You have to speak the same language, which is what Igbo. Similarly, in programming, the special languages that each programmer has, there are different programming languages that exist. You have the likes of Python, you have the likes of Java, C++, C, and many others, among many others. Okay, so these programming languages have their own different way of understanding each other. Okay, so they just like you can't print, these are programming languages, right? So you can't tell the computer to print hello world in Python the same way, and then you go to a HTML, or rather Java, and tell the same way you wrote print hello world in Python is the same way you went to type in Java. Java will not understand what you're saying. It will show an error. Probably will not, definitely will not run. Not probably, definitely it will not run. Why? Because the programming languages are two different programming languages. Okay, so you must write, you must give them the same in language. So you just like babies now. Babies are communicating to the mothers, but the mothers don't really understand what they're saying, or maybe to the father or to any other person. So for us to you just like talking to a baby and tell the baby to do something, and the baby does not, you're looking at you. Similarly, in programming, if you tell the program, write a program, and the program doesn't understand, to be looking at you as well, I've been wondering what you're doing, until you give it what it wants, what it can take rather. That's when you'll be able to understand what you're asking it to do. So technically, that's that about programming. Okay, so having said that, so I need to the program is like that. So it's like being the boss of your computer and telling it what to do. So like my computer friend here, as you can see here, imagine you have a robot friend who can understand and follow your instructions, but it only speaks a special language called what? Code. So that's that. It only understands what you ask it to do. So it's like computer garbage in, garbage out, right? So it's really what you tell the computer to do, what tell the computer to do, that's what it does. So if you did not tell it something and you expect it to do something else, it's more or less like what you sow is what you reap. So whatever you tell the computer to do is what it's expected to do. The program is telling your robot what to do by giving it a list of step-by-step instructions. So the code is being executed from the top to the bottom, one step at a time to another. Okay, so that's that for that. Alright, so as I mentioned, we have different programming languages, as you can see on my screen. You have JavaScript, you have no, JavaScript is not a programming language anyway. You have HTML, Python, Java, and many others. Okay, so now another scenario we can use is let's sandwich. Now let's say you want to prepare a sandwich. Okay, let's say you want to make a sandwich, and you have all your ingredients ready and available for your sandwich. Okay, so you have that set. Okay, so looking at it now, you get your bread, you get your bread, you get your butter, you get your ingredients, and to finally get your sandwich. So to prepare this sandwich now, you need to follow these steps in order to get this sandwich delicious. If you miss this second step, which is the buttering your butter and pouring this cheese on it and this tomatoes, if you miss all these three steps, you obviously will not get a very very nice sandwich. What you probably get is just the bread, most likely. So in order to get a sandwich, you want to write a program to get a sandwich, you must do what? You must do it the way it is. So the code is being executed from one step or another. It doesn't skip any step, doesn't skip any what process. Okay, it doesn't skip any process. Alright, so that's that. So you can see here, start with, we need to tell the computer what to do. Let's say we want to make a sandwich. We'll break down the process into simple steps. Like take 2 slices of bread, spread peanut butter on one slice and put jelly on the other slice. Each of these steps is a command written in robotics language or code. Okay, so that's that. So each of these steps is a code. Alright, so I want to believe that we're all getting what I'm saying. Please, if you are if you understand, can you give me thumbs up so I know you really understand it. Okay, alright, so I'll post it and let me still attend to questions. Okay, no questions, no questions. Alright. Which programming language are we using? We're using no, when we get to that place we'll cross the bridge. We'll cross the bridge and we'll get to that place, okay? I want to believe there's another question. Alright, so I can proceed, right? I want to believe I can proceed. Alright, it's clear. Alright, thank you. That is clear. Alright, no questions. Okay, so alright, so I can proceed. Alright, thank you very much, Nicholas. Okay, so that's that. In real life, computers are like super smart robots. Instead of sandwiches, you can tell them all sorts of things to do. Okay, you can tell them all sorts of things to do, like drawing pictures, playing games, or even solving top problems. So we use special programming languages like Scratch and Python to give instructions to the computer, and when we are done, the computers follow these follow our instructions and does what it says. Okay, so these are 2 programming languages. Now Python and Scratch are like the 2 simplest programming language that there is, just so you know. And the most simplest programming language that exists. Alright, so that said, so in the course of this training we're going to be looking at Python anyway, which is the test-based programming language. Now, having said all this, we're looking at there are 2 types of programming. Note, I didn't say types of programming languages. There are 2 types of programming generally. Okay, there are 2 types of programming. You have the test-based programming, and you have the block-based programming. Okay, so now the test-based programming, it's like as you can see on my screen, it's like using words to tell the computer what to do. So it's like typing words, typing characters, and typing using numbers, words, alphabets, yeah, symbols, in order to write your code. Your code is written in a language, just like you have in other languages, like Yoruba, right? You're going to say good morning, I think it's Baoni. So Baoni is in English, B-A-W, I mean is what you can type on your keyboard, right? So similarly, that's the same way you do in text based, only that is what the computer will understand. So imagine I type Baoni to Baoni is how are you? I'm not a Yoruba person, so it doesn't really matter. Let's say I want to tell the computer, tell an able person, how are you? And I type Baoni, and the able person will be like, I don't understand what you're saying. What's the meaning of that? So that's it. So that's test based anyway. So you spell it out in test. You write your code in test. You type it out in the language that the computer will understand, the program will understand. If it's Python programming language that you're using, you write it in Python. If it is Scratch, if it's in Arduino programming language or what have you, you write it in those programming languages. Okay. And the second one, which is the where's my mouse? The second one, which is the block based programming. It's like using pictures of blocks, like using pictures of blocks with different shapes and what colors, and each block represents what different commands like move forward or turn left. So it's instead of typing your characters in words, you get to use drag and drop platform where you're able to click and drag for your code, for you to write a program. Okay, you click and drag for you to write a program in a block programming language. All right. Okay, so you can't see my screen. Can you see my screen now? All right. Okay, good. Okay, all right, beautiful. It is small. Please zoom in. You'll be able to see it that way if you zoom in. Let's try and zoom into the screen. You'll be able to see my screen when you zoom in, okay? Alright. So let's proceed. Let's proceed, okay? Sorry, wait a minute. Okay, so that's that for the block based programming. So block programming is like using pictures of blocks with different shapes and colors. Each block represents that, and I already talked about this. So when you're done, the computer reads the chain of blocks and follows the steps, just like following a recipe, as we saw on the above diagram. Okay, so now we talked about the task programming, right? Test based and the block based. So by the left, you can see here you have the test based programming. Okay, you see that you have the test based programming by the left here, and then by the right is the block based programming language. So the test based, as you can see here, you have to write it in words. You type it out. You type your, as you can see on this diagram here, see here we have int, length, this, that, double. I mean, you may not understand what is there, but I believe you can read what is there. You may not understand, but you can read it, right? This is bool, again is equal to true, while again and all that. This is in text, right? Like I said, you may not understand, but then it is a text based programming. Alright, so the programming language in text based programming. Okay, so that is just a sample anyway, just a sample to show you guys how text based programming look like. Then you have the block based by the right, as you can see here on my screen, where you just have to drag and drop your elements there. So you drag and drop your elements in the block based programming. Okay, you drag and drop your elements in the block based programming. So you see that this is Scratch anyway. See that there are some series of blocks here. When green flag is clicked, operators, motions and all that. We need to see everything clearly. But this is just all you need to do is just to click and drag. Click and drag. Okay. All you need to do is to what? Click and drag. As you can see. So basically that's that. You have the text based programming by the left and the what? Block based programming by the right. Alright, so thank you so much for the thumbs ups. Yeah, thank you so much. I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen. Okay, right, good, beautiful. We can proceed, right? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I want to believe that you understood what I'm saying here. Everything that we've said already. So just believe that we get that. So that's not for block-based programming anyway. So to do what? The difference is simple. In text-based, you the difference is simple. In text-based, you write in text. In block-based, you drag and what drop to elements. Alright, so having said that, so text-based is like writing sentences for what the computer, and the block programming is like putting words, putting together a colorful puzzle to make things happen. Both ways are super fun and help you do awesome stuff with what computers. So it's not so difficult. They are both simple programming languages, and yeah, they are not so difficult programming languages, just so you know. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now just remember, just like learning a new program, learning any new language, it takes practice and practice to get really good at programming. Yeah, so apart from programming, generally in life, you just need to keep on what. When you want to become good at something, you need to keep on practicing. Say practice makes perfect, right? So don't say that after these 3 days training, you are a programmer, you are relaxed, you don't have anything to, all you need to do is just to relax. No, no, no. You need to keep on practicing so you don't forget all that you've learned. So keep on practicing and practicing, and you'll become better in what's programming. So it's not difficult. So it's practice and practice that makes you what get better in it. Okay. So in course of this training, we're going to use Python and Arduino. So for programming, basic programming, I'm going to use Python, and then I'm going to use Arduino for the robotics training. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to attend to questions now before I continue. So any question, please, is time to ask your questions. If you have any question, please, this is time to ask your questions. Turn to your questions now. Okay, first of all, I don't understand your question. Please, what is it I don't really understand? What is it I don't understand? What are we using for robots? I'm going to use Arduino programming language, but when we get there, we'll talk about it, okay? Thank you for your question. But when we get to robots, we'll talk about the question. We'll attend to that. Any other question, please? What is Python? We already talked about this. You know what? Class is being recorded. We're going to answer that. What is are we using any machinery? I don't understand. Yes, maybe what's Python and HTML? HTML is the markup language. I don't understand the Scratch. Scratch is a block-based programming. What's Arduino programming? Oh, it's Arduino, AROD. But then it's a programming language that is one of the programming languages that we use for robots. Okay. So are we learning robotics? Yes, you are. Is it JavaScript? No, it's not JavaScript. We're going to learn robotics briefly in this training. Okay. So you're welcome. You will need a computer. Yes, you need a computer, or you can use a mobile phone as well. Doesn't really matter. Which code are we using for robotics? We're using the Arduino programming for robotics. Okay. Arduino. Yes, Arduino. The honest question is like the screen is small, not really clear. Please just zoom in for you to get it from there. Let me try and see if I can get it from my laptop if you to become clearer. I'm having issues trying to connect on that. Do you need anything for robotics? For now you don't. You don't need anything for the robotics for now. Okay, please, you don't need anything for the robotics. Oh god, what happened to code again? Okay, can see my screen, please. Can you notify? Okay. Alright, take it that you can see my screen. Okay, you see, can see my screen? So, but maybe I'll just share from my mobile phone. I'll just share my screen from my mobile phone. Just give me a minute, let me quickly do that. Wait, can you see my screen now? Alright, so I think that you can now see my screen. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed. Okay. So introduction to Python. So what's Python? Python is a popular, already established that Python is a text-based programming language, as I mentioned. Whereby you can always type in your words in text in Python. So Python is a popular and versatile programming language known for its simplicity and ability. So it's a very simple programming language and it's easy to use. And also it's used for building including web development, data analysis, machine learning, and many others. I don't want to yeah, if you can see my screen, please can you give me thumbs up? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Thank you. All right, so we'll continue. So Python is a computer programming language. That's one thing to know, and it's a set of rules and instructions that people use to communicate with the computer. So you use Python to what? Create programs. You use Python to create programs. Okay, so moving on. So like I said, it's known for security and reliability, which is very easy to understand and easy to write. So in Python, you can write program using words. It's a text-based programming language. Yeah. So in Python, you can write a program using words, numbers, and symbols. I mentioned that text-based, you have to use typing the words, typing keys on your keyboard, typing the code with your keys on your keyboard. Yeah. The alphanumeric, the alphabets, the numbers, the symbols, and many others. So you use all that in Python. All right. So that said, like I said here, you can write programs by using words, numbers, and special symbols that the computer can understand. So it must be in the language, not just writing any words. We are writing it in language that the Python will be able to what? Understand. Okay. So Python is used in various fields, like we already mentioned that earlier. So it's versatile programming. It's a better language that allows people to create all kinds of software and solve different problems. So Python is friendly, a friendly language. Yeah, I mentioned that it's very simple. So it's the simplest text-based programming language that there is. Okay. So moving on, we have the installation. Now, for those of you using Windows operating system, okay, now we have three categories, right? We have maybe three. Yeah, three. So we have those of you using a mobile phone, smartphone. Okay, we have those of you using a Chromebook. Chromebook is a laptop, but yes, a Chromebook. And then you have those of you using a Mac OS operating system laptop or Windows operating system laptop. Now these three categories. Now the first one is the mobile phone. To those of you using mobile phone, don't worry. I know your questions will be: can this work on? Can Python work on mobile devices? Yes, you can use Python on mobile devices as well. All right, thanks for the thumbs up. You can use Python on mobile devices as well. Okay, so just take note of that. So you can use Python on mobile devices. So that works well for you. All right. So for those of you using the Chromebook, you will have to use the online platform as well as those of you using mobile phone. We also make use of the online platform. There's a website that we use. I'll send the link out in the next class. So you need to go to about that one. So if you're using the Mac operating system, just this guide, I'll send the link to a video that I created personally to a step-by-step procedure on how to install Python on your computer. So all you need to do is just to go through the video and be able to learn from it. So as promised, I'm going to send the link before the next day, as to for tomorrow, or most likely tomorrow. Okay, so having said that, so this is just a small guide on how to do it and how to use Python. Introduction to installation of the Python operating system. Okay, so for the course of this training, I'm going to use my mobile phone for today's class. I'm going to use my mobile phone for the class to code. Okay, so I'm going to use my mobile phone to code. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just going to open my web browser and I'll go to the website. Please, if you can see my screen. Okay. Alright, so I'll just open the website now. Go to the website. It's www.online-python.com. online life in python.com. I think the network is kind of bad. It's going to be slow to load. Waiting for it to load. So it's a platform where you can write your codes online. Now, if you use a mobile phone or use a Chromebook and you want to use the application itself, you can download from Play Store and App Store. But I will not personally recommend it because most of the applications on Play Store and App Store are not. I can't vouch for them personally, so I won't advise to go for it. So where I won't advise to do something that I can't vouch for. So it's most of them are most likely prone to viruses and hackers. So just for your security, I would advise that you don't use the online platform whereby you don't have to store any data or download anything on your device. In this platform, we don't need to sign in anything. Just write your code and practice Python. Okay. So wait a little bit for it to load. Give me some minutes for it to load. So we're going to start with a basic process on how to on Python. Just something basics. Okay, so just sorry about the network. The network is kind of poor. Alright, it's loaded. So when you get to this page, the first thing you see is this. So what you need to do, just a template to tell you that this is just really working. So what you need to do is just to you know clear everything from here, remove everything from the code. Sorry that the thing is kind of low. So so like I said, in Python, compared to other programming languages, if you want to print hello world, for example, the difference between printing hello world in Python and hello world in other programming languages is different. So in Python, I can write to print hello world. I just print you open brackets, quotation, or I should just say print hello everybody. Everyone, hope you are enjoying today's class. So I can just type something like this. The same way I print this, I can't do the same thing for other programming languages. Okay, just note that. So I can't come and type this code in Python and so I scroll down and I click on the run. Scroll down to click on run, and then let's say it's going to this is the online platform, so don't use my phone. So when you finish writing your code and you want to check it if it's working, so you come down and you click on the run button there. So if you're having network issues, make sure your network is good. If you're having network issues, you're going to receive an error message. An error message, not that your code is faulty, but that the network is bad. So yeah, so if this doesn't load, yeah, so that's that. So just note that what I just said. Now there's a difference between printing or rather programming in Python and other programming languages. So as you can see the server there, it showed an error message. I just removed it. So if you have that message, no worry, just all you need to do is just to rerun the program. Okay, just run it again and you'll be able to get it done. So it's going to load for us now. This network is kind of bad. Alright, so you can see printed it. Hello everyone, hope you're enjoying today. So when network is good, you're able to do that. So you see, this is how you print in Python. You have the output there, and that's on the terminal. So you see that if I want to say you can do some basic calculations in Python as well. Yeah, I mentioned you can do build calculators in Python. So I can just say print 2 times 3 and use asterisk for your multiplication. So I go down and run my code again, and
You see, I have it's going to print hello everyone, hope you enjoy class today, and then the answer of 2 times 3, which is 6. So if I don't want this to show, that's the first one. Now I have two print statements there. That's why you're having two outputs. So if I don't want that particular one to show, I need to do just to delete everything from the first one and then run the code, and you see that you have just the answer as 6. When I run the code now, you see that you have 6 as the answer. So I'd like to load. Okay, so just wait a minute here. So it's going to print only what 2 times 3, which is what 6. So just wait a minute. It's going to show the answer now. Give us some minutes. Okay. Flash ID, what's up? You're giving a surprise emoji. I don't know. Be patient, please. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the Samuel. All right. It's going to open now. So that's that. You can print. You can create applications like I mentioned in Python. Okay, you can create applications in Python. You can create anything you want to create in Python. So I'm going to respond to, while waiting for that, I'm going to respond to some questions. If you have any question, kindly drop your question on the income message now. Pause here, and if you have any question, drop your questions on the income message. We'll stop here for today. We'll continue tomorrow, but I want to take all questions right now. So if you have any question, please, now is the time to ask your questions. Please ask your questions now. Training continues tomorrow, just so you know, continues tomorrow. So make sure that you are here on time. Why is Python called Python? Okay, so I said I'm going to answer that question in tomorrow's class. Please, I'll answer that question in tomorrow's class, because if I talk about it, it's going to take a long time. I'm not going to leave this class today. So can we use offline mode Python? Yes, you can. As I said, if you're using a mobile phone, if you're using a laptop, you can use offline mode. You can use that. Okay. So why Python is called Python? I'm going to answer that in this class. So now, can we use the offline mode? Yes, you can. Like I said. So I'll send a link to a video on how to install Python, okay, on your computer. So I'll send a link to the video. So you just have to watch it and you follow the guide, and you'll be able to learn how to install what's Python on your PC. Okay. Yeah. So Windows operating system, Mac OS. If you're using a Chromebook, yes, I know you may feel like you're using a laptop, but then you're not using a laptop per se. Chromebook is a laptop, yes, but you're not using a laptop. So why are we using a Python? Why is it Python? Because Python is a programming language and we're learning programming language. So we're learning programming. So yes, we're using Python. How many days for the class? The class is for 3 days. The session is for 3 days. This free session is for 3 days. Okay, so can we use Python on both phones? Yes, we can use Python for both phones and laptop, but please note that if you're using a phone, if you have both phone and laptop, I recommend you use your laptop instead. So can Python make drawings? Yes, Python can make drawings, but that's more advanced anyway. How do we download Python? Like I said, I'm going to send the link to the video on how to install Python. Okay, so I don't have Python. Yeah, same thing. You're going to get it installed on your computer if you're using a PC. What is the meaning of Python? I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer that question. I already explained that in the beginning of the training. So for those of you I don't know the meaning of Python, just watch the recording, so I don't have to explain all that all over again. How do you download Python? Still, the questions will be, the video will be sent to you on how to install it. So how do you practice? You practice tomorrow's class. We're going to practice more Python as well. So yeah, Python is not the snake that we know, but yes, the spelling of the snake Python is what it's called. Are we giving assignments for in this class? Yes, we'll be giving assignment. Assignment will be dropped by the end of this class. The assignment will be dropped at the end of this class. Okay, so yeah, what's the meaning of Python? Yeah, I did mention that. Nobody responded. Are we going to buy things for robots? Well, no, not for now, but that's going to be the anyway. We are not selling anything at the moment. So we just want to teach you guys how the basics of robotics and Python programming. Okay, so we're not buying anything for now. I don't have Python, don't worry, you will have Python by tomorrow. Okay, you have Python by tomorrow. Alright, can you ask a question to Python? Yes, you can. That's why you're creating a program. So Python is like a programming language that you create applications for programs. So Python will be able to answer. Like you see, I asked the question. I asked Python what is to print and 2 times 3, and it gave us the answer. So yes, you have to create a program to make it do it. So it's like code programming a robot and telling that this is what I want to do. This is what we're going to serve as purpose. Okay, so are we building robots tomorrow? We're not building robots tomorrow, please. We're not building robots tomorrow. It's an introduction class to robotics. Okay, so I believe you've answered your question. Once again, it's not the snake. We don't have enough. We're not doing snake here. Okay, it's not the snake. Okay, so any other question? I went to attend to the question now. Yes, I also believe I answered your question, Nicholas. Okay, so I said it next. I'm not being robots again. Okay, so any other question? Okay, I guess thumbs down means you don't have any question. Okay, you don't have Python. Don't worry. By tomorrow you're able to have Python in your computer. Okay, you're able to have Python by tomorrow. Now understand. Alright, good, beautiful. Thank you, Chadi. You are robots with me. Alright, you want to know if I have robots with me? Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that. Let's leave that for that. Okay. You want me to show you robots? I have. We all have robots. We all one way or the other have seen robots, but we don't know. Can we talk to Python like mouth to mouth? Yes, you can. That's more advanced. Yeah, more or less like that. So it's more advanced in Python. More advanced Python. You create a program that you can communicate to the program, whereby you can tell the program to do something with your mouth. Yes, it's possible. Are we going to build the robots? Are we going to be giving assignments? Yes, I'll give an assignment. To assign it to the class. So do we get to make a robot? Well, don't worry about that for now. Please, let's focus on the basics. All right, focusing on the basics. So I guess there's no other question. Guess I'm going to drop the call anytime soon. So please share with your friends, share with your families and others that you want them to participate. Share with them so they'll be able to learn as well. Yeah, thank you very much. You're very interesting. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate your response. Okay, so yeah, so please remember to always not be stingy. Well, I know you're not stingy anyway. So allow your friends to also participate in this free training, so you can share the link to them as well. Okay, so share the link to them so they'll be able to participate in the training. All right. Okay, so I guess there's no other question. So if you really enjoyed this class, give us a celebration. Okay, good. Give us a celebration emoji if you really enjoyed the class. All right, so thank you very much. See you tomorrow.